The mask didn't just slip, it got ripped clean off. What spilled out should terrify every decent American. A sitting congressman dismissing a conservative's assassination. A major city mayor bragging about racial discrimination in government contracts. A former CNN anchor calling an entire race lazy and dumb. These aren't random trolls on social media. These are elected officials and media personalities and power brokers showing their true colors. The compilation of pure hatred that we have assembled will make your blood boil, from paperclip wearing union bosses comparing themselves to Nazi resistance fighters to violent effigies of Trump supporters. The evidence is overwhelming. This is who they really are when they think that you are not watching. So brace yourself. And while the left spews hatred, prepare your family for what is coming. My Patriot Supply has your 3-month emergency food kit with a $100 discount right now. Over 2,000 calories daily for 90 days. Real meals, not freeze-dried mush. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, drinks, snacks, all packed in sturdy buckets lasting 25 years. No MSG, no junk, made right here in America. When hateful mobs threaten stability, will you be ready? They got fast free shipping, 30-day returns, even a disaster replacement guarantee. America needs heroes who protect their families. Be one of them. Visit preparewithgary.com and save $100 today. It's linked down below. So Ilhan Omar hanging out with Don Lemon, right? Check this out.
I have nothing to apologize for. It is a tragedy that Charlie Kirk was killed in that way. I feel for his widow and his children. They will have to live with that for the rest of their lives. But there is no legacy to honor. It was a legacy filled with bigotry, hatred, and white supremacy. Mm-hmm. And as a black woman and as a Muslim in this country, I refuse I refuse to join the chorus that changes the history of what is on the record from this man. And so, Nancy Mace, the president, whatever, these crazy people can do whatever they want to do. Yeah. But I am not going to be bullied into complacency, into, dishonoring who I am and what I stand for just to make them feel comfortable. Yeah. It's not going to happen. I have nothing to apologize for.
Yeah, of course not. Ilhan Omar will never apologize. Did you see this? Absolutely vile. A Mexican man in Houston displays effigies of Trump supporters being hanged and Mexican flags waving proudly. Fox 26 there on the scene.
Or the Second Ward, as it's known, has gone viral for its Halloween decorations. A man and a woman are wearing red hats, black shirts, khaki pants, and have zip ties in their pockets. There's also 2 Mexican flags and a third person wearing a colorful poncho.
With everything going on in our community, with all the problems our community's having, it just seems politically right.
And your decoration has gone viral on social media. You said you saw it on Instagram as well. What was your reaction to just seeing this go viral on the internet?
I was surprised that many people actually liked it. I mean, the comments that I was reading, that wasn't really none negative.
Disgusting.
Who do these people represent?
People who wear masks that have red hats. It ain't right what's happening. It ain't right that our country's going the wrong way instead of a right way.
And that's how you intend to fix it? Really? With this type of visual imagery?
And I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. It's just a point about morally doing things right or morally doing things wrong. By no means am I threatening any agents. I mean, that's just a little statement that I'm putting up for myself.
Or the Second Ward.
Absolutely disgusting. Secretary of War earlier today taking aim at dudes in dresses, DEI offices.
This administration has done a great deal from day one to remove the social justice, politically correct, and toxic ideological garbage that had infected our department, to rip out the politics. No more identity months, DEI offices, dudes in dresses. No more climate change worship. No more division, distraction, or gender delusions. No more debris. As I've said before, and will say again, we are done with that.
It has no place in the Department of War. And check this out. This is wild. Senator Josh Hawley torching Biden's director of gun violence prevention. Former director of gun violence prevention under Biden. Watch this. This is solid gold.
Here's what you say. Comprehensive approach is defunding the police, which is what this says.
The entire time.
This is so typical of what the Democrats do now. After your policies have transparently failed and led to the deaths of millions of Americans, now you say you've never heard of defunding the police. Your own report recommends it on page after page after page. Let me ask about something else you say. Here's what you say we ought to invest in. Instead of funding the police, here's what we ought to invest in. We need to invest in programs that acknowledge the need for safe space initiatives led by lesbian, gay, bisexual, two-spirit, trans, and gender nonconforming people. What's two-spirit?
Well, look, I don't know exactly. You guys are pulling some interesting quotes.
This is from your report.
If you look at the report, the focus is on investing in violence intervention, outreach workers.
What is you say that you shouldn't invest in the police, but we ought to invest in two-spirit community programs that acknowledge two-spirit individuals.
We are not going to discriminate
what is that?
We're not going to discriminate against any nonprofit that
what
wants
is
to help us prevent violence in
What
our
is
community.
two-spirit? You say don't fund the police, but do fund programs that create safe spaces for two-spirit people. What is? I just want to know. I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is.
Well, I honestly, I'm not completely aware of the language or the
wrote
spirit
the
of how that was
report?
written. But what I'm telling you is that what is
a two-spirit individual? I mean, really, this is your policymaker's playbook. You are the witness called by the Democrats on this committee, so I assume you reflect their views.
Well,
you don't want to fund the police. You want to fund safe spaces for two-spirit individuals. What is a two-spirit person?
I feel like I'm looking at a two-faced individual because you talk about reducing
violence. Oh, no, sir.
Violence.
You're looking at somebody who's reading you your own words, and I'd like to hear an answer.
Programs.
Here's the answer. The answer is you don't have any solutions. You want to invest in gobbledygook and take away money from police officers who actually keep our communities safe, and when you're called on the record, you deny it.
Scorched. Fatality. Oh, do you hear about this? Taylor Swift. She thinks she's going to be the next target. She secretly attended a Chiefs game and beefed up her security following the assassination of Charlie Kirk. She's now protected by bulletproof glass as she fears she could be the target of a revenge attack. Really? Because Taylor Swift is out there, like, actually changing people's minds, right? With, debates on college campuses? No.
Took extra precautions. Taylor Swift attends Travis Kelce's game, kept off NFL footage. Taylor Swift snuck into Arrowhead Stadium to secretly support fiancé Travis Kelce as the Kansas City Chiefs faced the Baltimore Ravens. Her appearance came just 24 hours after attending Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco's wedding, amid ongoing safety concerns. Swift's arrival was very low-key, unlike some of her previous entrances, and she didn't even appear on the NFL broadcast. Fans spotted her father, Scott, her brother, Austin, and Kelce's mom, Donna, as she took extra precautions after Charlie Kirk's murder. A regular at Kelce's matches, Swift feared she could become the target for a potential revenge attack and was seen behind a bulletproof screen days after the MAGA star's assassination.
Give me a break. Taylor Swift, you really think so? President Trump in the Oval Office today. We're doing well as a country, so the last thing we want to do is shut it down. And he lays in to the true Democrat agenda.
They want trans. We're doing well as a country, so the last thing we want to do is shut it down. But a lot of good can come down from shutdowns. We can get rid of a lot of things that we didn't want, and they'd be Democrat things. But they want open borders. They want men playing in women's sports. They want transgender for everybody. They never stop. They don't learn. We won an election in a landslide. They just don't learn. So we have no choice. I have to do that for the country. We're doing well as a country, so the last thing we want to do is shut it down. But
of course, the Democrats can hold it hostage. Over in Boston, Mayor Michelle Wu, who famously held a blacks-only party, boasts that 70% of her small business grants went to people of color. The entire grant program must be audited to see if white people were discriminated against. Libs of TikTok posting this.
More than 70%. The numbers tell the story. $35 million in grants were given to more than 1,500 small businesses, more than 70% of them owned by people of color. The numbers tell the story. $35 million in grants were given to more than 1,500 small.
Talk about racism, right? There it is. Over in Chicago, J.B. Pritzker, God J.B. Pricker, one of my favorite follows on X, says J.B. Pritzker is a scumbag. Here he paints someone that was attempting to run over an ICE agent as a victim. Someone that wasn't supposed to be here and claims the community is saddened. Yeah, a community thousands of miles away from here. Oh, looks like the audio's messed up. Sorry about that. God, J.B. Pricker, you better check your audio. But here's when interfering with ICE goes wrong, posted by Washington's Ghost 4 hours ago.
What's the community?
They've shown zero paperwork.
They don't have a warrant.
Well, then you take it up with their bosses. I don't know what they have.
They manhandled Worcester community.
Okay, you take it up with them. There's nothing.
So you have no
They're
problem
federal.
with that.
They're federal. They're federal. I can't do anything about another police department.
They don't have a warrant.
Who says you need a warrant for an ICE extradition?
You do.
They probably do. Come on, get off the car there. Get off the car. Come on. We'll work it out. We'll work it out. Do you guys got information for them?
How you gonna look at a warrantless?
Come on.
Hey, Mike, can you get your cruiser up here, please? Hey.
Lima 3.
This is the Worcester Police Department. This is an unlawful assembly.
Or you get dispersed right now or you're subject to arrest.
Don't touch me! Don't touch
Guys, you gotta step away.
Get out of here!
You can't allow him to do that. I know this is hard for you, but you can do something to bring it to an end. You don't have to facilitate this.
They're not hurting.
They've shown zero paperwork.
They don't have a warrant.
Well, then you take it up with their bosses. I don't know what they have.
Yeah, interfering with ICE does have consequences. They could just let them do their job, but no. Randy Weingarten, did you know she wears a paperclip now? Because teachers wore paperclips when there was a Nazi occupation in Norway. Disgraceful.
There is a reason why in Norway, when the Nazis took over Norway, that's why I'm wearing this paperclip. I wear two things now. The American flag, nobody can take patriotism away from me, and a paperclip. What did the teachers in Norway do when there was the Nazi occupation? They started wearing paperclips. There is a reason why in Norway, when the Nazis took over...
Yeah, so she's basically saying that we're under Nazi occupation now. ICE officers, though, not playing around. These activists tried to invade the elevator being used to transport illegals, then officers clear them out.
Get out the fucking elevator!
Who is that?
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, man. You know, these are all paid provocateurs. Meanwhile, Josh Shapiro claims that the Democrats are the ones who are standing up for freedom. Listen to this.
These guys are completely full of shit when it comes to freedom. They are continually restricting the freedoms of Americans. I think the Democrats are the ones who are standing up for freedom. We're the ones standing up for individual liberty.
Give me an example.
You want to use Sarah's words? We're the ones standing up for that libertarian approach. Leave people to making decisions over their own bodies and allow them to be able to hear all the different perspectives to form their own mindset. The Republican Party under Donald Trump is restricting our freedoms, and that is very, very dangerous. These guys...
I love when they just use just general rhetoric with no actual examples. This is the commentary Donald Trump post 6 hours ago. These are the mugshots of Antifa goon squads. Antifa militants are organizing riots and attacks on ICE facilities. This is the base of the Democrat Party. Oh, this is a great post, too. The difference between MSNBC and Fox News in 2 posts. Okay? Check this out. Chris Hayes, MSNBC. ICE has detained the superintendent of the Des Moines school system. That's what he writes. Okay. Over on Fox's Bill Malugin writes, breaking. Senior ICE official tells Fox News today that ICE arrested the superintendent of Des Moines, Iowa Public Schools, Dr. Ian Andre Roberts, who ICE says is an illegal alien from Guyana and an active ICE fugitive with a deportation order since May of 2024. Fox has told Dr. Roberts fled from ICE agents in his car once they ID'd themselves as immigration agents, speeding away, then abandoning the car, found in a brushy area 200 yards away. With the help of Iowa State Police K-9, per ICE official, agents found a loaded gun and a fixed-blade hunting knife and $3,000 cash in Dr. Roberts' vehicle. Per senior ICE official, Roberts first entered the United States in 1999 on an F-1 student visa at St. John's University, was ordered removed from the United States on May 22nd, 2024, during the Biden administration, with proceedings being held in absentia. On April 24, 2025, an immigration judge in Dallas, Texas, denied the motion to reopen his immigration case. A tale of 2 networks right there. Oh, what's Joy Reid saying? Oh, no. What's Joy Reid saying? Cryptid Politics writes, yes, Joy Reid, this is the America we want. What?
Is that if you go back before the 20th century, there were no income taxes, there were no regulations on business. You could earn as much money as you want, leave 100% of it to your children with no taxes. Right. That's the world they want back. And to get it back, they need society to change. They need people to be less modern. They need people to want fewer things. Is that if you go back before the 20th century...
You don't want those things, Joy? No income tax, no regulations, earn as much as you want and leave it to your children with no taxes. That's the world they want. I can't believe that she would even argue against any of that. But it's Joy Reid, though. Oh, no. We got more from Don Lemon. Says white men are lazy, dumb. Meanwhile, he's married to a white man.
And sitting in... Wake up, white men! What the fuck is wrong with you? But you're too dumb to even realize that. Because you're lazy and sitting in front of a computer or a phone and you're just eating it up. Oh, my God. Look at what they're doing. All of a sudden, my heritage is going to be over. That I want to live in a country where white kids go to white schools and white people marry each other. What is wrong with that? I want to grow up in the country that my great-grandfather grew up in. That country doesn't exist anymore, asshole. Wake up, white men. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, wow. We expect nothing less from Don Lemon. Here is Democrat Representative Latifah Simon tells Republicans this.
I want to be clear that 4 out of the 5 of you.
You can see their House Oversight Committee holds hearing about DEI programs. Democrat Rep Latifah Simon.
Last year, posted on your social media the words of Dr. King, And there are so few folks who actually have studied, who are clear on the theology of freedom of King. Very few of you have read and studied and have sat in Ebenezer Baptist Church. So I would ask you, you keep Dr. King's name out of your mouth. If you, like me and the many scholars who will be watching, studied King, you know that he and the mothers and the fathers of the civil rights movement and of the movement for emancipation not only would be struck by the conversations in this room, but would be shattered by the consequence of lies, of hatred, of abuse of this administration in the name of folks who worked to make this country more free. Children of Abraham, for real. I want to be clear for the young people that are listening today here in this audience, this conversation is not about an acronym. It's just not. I want to be clear that
we can't quote MLK talking about freedom in his dreams, where white children and black children could play together. But these are the same people who are creating safe spaces just for black people, right? All black dormitories, all these things. Like you're creating segregation, and you're calling it freedom, while building division. It's exactly the antithesis of everything that Dr. Martin Luther King preached. So I'm sorry, Latifah, we will honor Martin Luther King's legacy, despite whatever hatred you want to continue to spew to divide this country. Oh, here's more. Jamal Bowman on CNN. He has figured out the reason why heart disease and cancer are really rampant in the black community. He's figured it out, guys.
Republican
Catholic
and the
pro-life
problem is
ministries bombed.
we are not dealing
Catholic
with
pro-life
America's
ministries bombed. You're
original
right.
sin and its disease of hate and racism towards black and brown people and sexism towards women and anti-LGBTQ sentiment. We are not dealing with that. Your colleagues in the Republican Party do not hold each other accountable when it comes to the racism that comes from the party on a consistent basis.
Congressman, I mean, where are you on
You can't be calm about this. I'm a black man in America. The reason why heart disease...
I'm white, I can't comment
Listen
on
to what I'm saying. The reason why heart disease and cancer and obesity and diabetes are bigger in the black community is because of the stress we carry from having to deal with being called the N-word directly or indirectly every day. If your colleagues would listen...
Did you hear that?
And I'm a black...
He just figured it out.
Man in America, the reason why heart disease...
I'm white, I can't comment
Listen to what I'm saying. The reason why heart disease and cancer and obesity and diabetes are bigger in the black community is because of the stress we carry from having to deal with being called the N-word directly or indirectly every day. If your colleagues would listen and try to learn and engage and grow and stop being so hateful, we could have a better country.
Jamal.
Oh, right. But we've just been told we're not allowed to, preach anything MLK said. So which way is it? Or is it because white people are just lazy and dumb? Which one is it? Or is it because we don't want income tax or regulations and we want to earn as much as we want? Which one is it? I mean, you tell me. I mean, wearing paper clips because we're under Nazi occupation now? This is the left for you, folks. This is it. We just laid it all out for you. I mean, this right here. I mean, look at this. I mean, this Halloween decoration. Come on. If you got value from this report, tap subscribe. My final thought is next. So this is the modern Democrat Party without the mask. Ilhan Omar shrugging off Charlie Kirk's murder. Michelle Wu openly discriminating against white business owners with tax dollars. Don Lemon declaring an entire race lazy and dumb on national television. If any conservatives said this about any other group, they'd be destroyed. But the left gets a pass because their hatred targets the right people. You see, they're not even hiding it anymore. Mexican nationals, okay, with horrific Halloween decorations. with Trump supporter effigies, Randy Weingarten comparing herself to Holocaust resistors, Antifa posting mugshots like trophies. This isn't political discourse, it's dehumanization. They call us dangerous while celebrating our deaths. They preach tolerance while practicing apartheid. They demand unity while spreading division by skin color. So here's my question. Is the Democrat Party beyond redemption at this point? Yes or no? Let's have a conversation in the comments. And while they spread hate, spread truth. Rock our American badass gear from the merch shop, linked down below.